Okay, so I haven't made a video in a cool minute, and I decided to make a review, kind of slash demonstration about this guy or girl, because it's pink. I don't know what. So this one I got from actually one of the offices I cleaned. I guess the lady who cleaned the office before us left it. They tried contacting her. She said y'all could just throw it away. When I got it though, first of all, it's in pretty good condition. Like, it looks like she bought it and then just left it there. Like, it's a little beat up now because I've been using it for my cleaning as it was bought originally for. But the only sad part is I already ordered a brush roll for it. This brush roll makes no noise. It's not that it's bad. As you can hear, the motor sounds pretty good for being used commercially. And also, I'm going to show you a hack that I did that actually improved this thing. So now it low-key seals to the floor the way that, what basic vac should I compare this to? Because it's not as strong as a Tempo, even though it's 12 amps. But it seals to the floor similar to like a T-Series. Look at this. Like, there's nothing left of this brush roll. And yes, this is one from a clean view. I don't know. I think she replaced it or something. But it looks so new that I don't understand how a new brush roll with this vacuum would go out so fast. But the bearings probably went bad because I know the bearings go bad on this one. And this one was used in an office where they make drapes, so like there's a lot of string and stuff, so that brush roll probably freezed up. But now this brush roll is literally like nothing's left of it, like nothing sticks out whatsoever. But it still picks up, which is weird. And it could be also for the modification that I did, but I'll get to that. One cool thing is it came with everything. It came with the combo tool, it came with the crevice tool, everything. So one modification I did to this machine is right here where the hose connects to the machine. I noticed that when I was cleaning, I would hear some air escape from here, which is typical because this machine's only about 50, 60 bucks new. Obviously, they don't have this body style anymore. They completely redesigned it to some shitty ass stripped down basic Bissell that literally has only one foam filter before the motor, and the motor dies within like literally a year because of all the shit that goes into it. These have that foam filter that I was telling you about, but they also have a pleated filter, which helps save the motor a lot. But the modification that I was telling you guys about, if I can unscrew this, there you go, is right here. I made like a little gasket with electrical tape. Now, obviously, there's a little gap there, but that's not that serious. I can just stretch that out if I really needed to. But yeah, I put some electrical tape there to create somewhat of a gasket because there's already like a little O-ring on this part right here. So that just creates more of a seal. I took this hose off right here. I took this hose off. I put electrical tape here. I put some electrical tape here. So you can see it won't move the way it's supposed to. I put some electrical tape here. See it right there. And then I put more electrical tape where it actually connects to the brush roll housing. So it's more sealed than it should be. So all airflow gaps and all airflow leaks should be, in theory, removed. The only thing is, that I don't like about this machine is this really short cord. Like, this is literally all the cord you get. Like, I had to say probably 20 feet at most, 25 feet. Like I said, it is the 12 amp version, which has a little bit more power than the 10 amp versions. Not a lot, but a decent amount. So without further ado, we will get started and I will show you what this machine gets with this worn down brush roll. Like I said, this machine, you're not going to hear any of that brush roll agitation, I guess. But you will see stuff come in and you will hear it pick up like some rocks and stuff. Because I've noticed it does that. I do have to get in the edges and crevices and stuff, but I'll do that off camera. Mainly just because it's kind of hard to do while you're on camera. So. One thing I do like is it's pretty quiet. It's not necessarily that loud. You can see there's some dirt. And this office we clean every Saturday, so once a week. And I usually do this every time I come clean. I vacuum everywhere. Just because, you know, we're, like I said, it's once a week, so you can only imagine what these carpets hold. And before I use this machine, I actually would use a Hoover wind tunnel. But I didn't want to keep using the wind tunnel because I don't want to put it through all that stress yet. And on top of that, I have to use the HEPA bags, and I still have yet to order some. And I got this machine around the time that I was down to my last 3 bags, so I just said, why not go bagless for a little bit? See how it goes. And since I'm a collector, I personally clean out my machines every time I'm done with the work day. So by the time that it's time to go again, my filters and everything are nice and clean and dry and ready to go. So. Got some of these chairs. See all that stuff? I have to get that with the hose, but I'll get that later. It's almost like using a straight suction upright at the moment. Another thing I've noticed that people complain a lot about these is, excuse me while I move the chairs back, is the switch. They complain a lot about the switch being here. And I personally kind of like it. I prefer it by my foot. Mainly just because like I can recline it and turn it on like within one motion. I don't feel why people like, well, I kind of get the whole turning it on and then you can lower it, but I usually just recline it. And in the same motion, you can just turn it right on, so. There's an extension cord for this machine. As you can see, it's just sealing onto wherever it can. Okay, so before I continue on about showing you the rest, this got stuck, and we'll also take a quick sneak peek about what's in the canister. Now, the only gripe I have with these, and it would be any budget bag, cyclonic action and separation isn't that good, so expect to clean these filters out regularly. I personally just tap them out. That seems to get most of the dust out, but I'm not squeamish to dust. I don't have allergies or anything, so the big old dust cloud that this makes does not affect me whatsoever, besides maybe getting covered in dust for like the rest of the day. But look at this, was empty. This has no brush roll, damn near, and it got this. Like, that's disgusting. And like I said, I clean this once a week with the Hoover wind tunnel. So that can only show you what these machines can get. Like I said, it's like 50 bucks, 60 bucks, but I do not recommend. If you're gonna go for a new powerfroce, go for the bagged. Do yourself a favor and go for the bagged with HEPA bags, or at least fleecy type bags. Just because the performance lasts so much longer, the motor is gonna last so much. Like, maybe I have to say 4 or 5 years if you take good care of it. And it just depends on how much you use it. So there's also this rug that I can never use the Hoover on because of how thick it is, and it just feels too tight. So we'll see if this guy can do it now that he has no brush roll. So let's see how she works. It's almost as hard to push, but a little bit better. I usually vacuum it in different directions just because to remove any stubborn particles, like they sometimes bring a dog in here, so they have pet hair sometimes. So I usually go different ways. Now we'll finish this video off by cleaning the rest of this. Oh, look, a push pin. I'm going to clean in between these chairs in a little bit. Give me 1 second. There we go. Sorry, the cord got stuck. And then I'll show you the old vacuum that they used to use here that the motor blew out, so now it won't even turn on anymore. Because these people used to have their own vacuum, so we wouldn't have to use ours. But then one day, we came back and it wouldn't turn on anymore. And it's not like we would use their vacuum a lot. We would only use it when my wind tunnel was full. So that, like maybe 3 or 4 times in total out of the 1.5 years we've been cleaning this office. You're about to see it right now. There you go. So here's what they used to use. A Eureka Lightspeed bagged. Now this machine, there's nothing left of it. Like, it was okay, but it wouldn't even turn on anymore. I think they spilled something on it, as you can tell. And then that probably broke the switch or seized the motor up, but I personally don't know. It was a good little vacuum. I liked it. It was a little loud. It really didn't have that much power, even for being a 12 amp. With a new bag, this machine has way more power with a dirty filter than this did with a brand new bag. And I don't know if that's just because this machine was used. I don't know if, but what? Ever since I can remember, these have never had good power. Even the bagless ones. I think the bagless were worse, but I don't know. I've always personally picked Bissell over Eureka on certain things. When the Eureka Airspeed came out, that was probably their best deep cleaning modern bagless vacuum ever. Just because I had the silver pet version and I regret selling it every day of my life, just because that machine would get stuff out of my carpet that I haven't been using in like 2 or 4 years, and that would be after I shampooed my carpet with a extractor. So here's the final total. You know what, doing it Ibasiac style, we'll dump it out on the rubber back carpet because this has no brush roll. I forgot about that. We'll do it on the rubber back carpet, and we'll do a quick big mess test with a Bissell that has no brush roll. that made, literally, I couldn't even finish the full pass before I ate most of it. Now, granted, most of it was fine dust and most of it was just one giant clump of hair, but still, you have to consider the fact that the brush roll looks like this. So, I will keep you guys posted on this machine. I will make a video when I get a new brush roll, and then I'll redo this video, and we'll see how much stuff it gets out. Thanks for watching.